Hey folks, welcome to the Art of Slot. I'm MC Hunter, a long-time winning poker player who have transitioned into the world of slots. Now, I know what you're thinking. Slots are pure luck, right? But what if I told you the same principle that make a poker player successful can dramatically improve your slot results? In this video, I'll be breaking down the 3 pillars of a winning player: bankroll management, luck management, and emotional management, and how these same principles apply to slot machines just as they do in my poker years. So slots and poker are more alike than you think. Both games require discipline and pattern recognition, not chasing emotions. In poker, you manage uncertainty and variance, whereas in slots, you manage volatility. The difference between the two is that poker, you read people, whereas slots, you read machines and timing. So if you're ready, let's get started. Let's dive right in. All right, let's start with the first pillar, bankroll management. Now I know that sounds like a boring financial term, but honestly, this is where 90% of the players lose before they sit down. Whether you're at a poker table or a slot machine, bankroll management is the foundation that separates gambler from players. See, I've been a cash player and a tournament player for years, and the one thing I've learned early on, you don't want to play with scared money. Let me repeat that. You never play with scared money. What's scared money? It's the money you cannot afford to lose. It's the money that makes you play tight, hesitant, and emotional. It's when you're sitting at a machine and instead of enjoying the session, your stomach tightens, your heart racing, and every spin feels like a punch in the gut. That's scared money. And scared money doesn't win in poker or in slots. In poker, we call it playing outside the bankroll. If you only got 500 to your name, you shouldn't be sitting at the 5-10 table where one bad beat or one bad hand wipes you out completely. You play at the 1-2 and build up your bankroll. That way, you can breathe and relax and make more wise decisions. Slots are the same. If you got $300 for the night, you don't want to play $10, $25 per spin and hope to get lucky. That's not strategy. That's desperation disguised as hope. Instead, pace yourself. You find a denomination that lets you play longer, get more bonus rounds, and gather more information on how the machine is running. You're buying time and opportunity, not chasing a one-spin miracle. So this is what I do. My tactic is to bring $300 to the casino, no credit card, no cash app, and I would take that $300, break it into 3 $100 sessions. And if my first session flopped, I still have 2 more chances. I cash out usually when I hit $600 or more, or when I feel that the bonus doesn't hit anymore, then I cash out, booking at least a minimum of a $500 win session there and then. And then I rinse and repeat with the other 2 sessions. Hopefully I win all 3, but sometimes it's a 1 win or 2 out of 3, but I do have some that are 3 out of 3 session win that can translate to quite a bit of money. Here's the truth. Luck will always come and go, but bankroll discipline, that's your anchor. It keeps you from tilting, from chasing, and from making emotional decisions that destroys your edge. And once you stop playing scared, something changes. You relax, you see the game differently, you start making calm, rational choices. Because you're not playing with fear anymore. So as you can see from the session above, I started from 100 and I got some few lucky bonuses, and I continue to play the machine until I hit 400, and then after that 400 I went dead for a while. I went down to 285, which is a $115 loss, and I cash out knowing that bonus is going to be very few and sparse. So I move on to the next machine. Hopefully that machine will garner more bonuses. So remember, money management isn't about how much money you have. It's about how you use it. Don't bring rent money or your car payment money to the casino. Bring discretionary play money, because the moment your money becomes emotional, you have already lost the mental game. Now let's talk about our second pillar, luck management. I know what you're thinking. How can you manage luck? Isn't luck just random? And you're right. You cannot control luck, but you can absolutely manage it. Just like in poker, where you can't control the cards that come out, but you can control what table you sit on, what hands you play, how long to stay in the game. In slots, it's the same mindset. Pick the right slot. Do not be married to any slot. And if the slot's not paying out, stop, leave. Don't chase luck. You position yourself so that when luck shows up, you're ready to take advantage of it. That means being intentional about where, when, and how you play. All right, let me explain this a little bit more. In poker, we all know about variance. Even the best player in the world can lose 10 hands in a row if the cards runs bad. But over time, if your fundamentals are strong, you win, because skill and discipline outlast luck. Slots work the same way. You might have a cold streak where nothing hits, then suddenly, boom, a bonus round hit, and a bonus round hit, and a bonus, or jackpot changes the whole entire session. But that only happens if you're still in the game, when the luck swings your way. That's where luck management comes in. See, as you can see from above, I left the other machine with 285, hopped into this machine, got lucky, ran it up to 702, cashing out at 702, booking a nice $602 win. On to my next session. Luck management means recognizing that every machine has cycles. Some cold, some warming up, and some about to pop. You don't have to believe in superstition, but just observation. Watch how the machines around you are hitting. Notice patterns. Pay attention to the machine that just hit a major jackpot versus those that have not hit in a while. You will see from some of my slot uploads on how I choose machine and what machine hits. If you notice from the background video that I've changed slot a few times. Once I do a few spins, maybe around like 13 to 26 spins, and if the machine's not paying, I will move on to a different machine, and I will select certain machines that has better jackpot numbers and a low last voucher payout. And that's how I select my machine and increase my luck odds. And don't stay married to one machine just because you feel it's due. That's emotional talking, not probability. That's gonna be the third pillar. Luck management is about knowing when to stay and when to move on. See, luck isn't magic. It's timing, meeting, preparation. And when you respect that, when you learn to read the flow of the game, you start catching those lucky waves instead of chasing them. In poker, we say, don't try to make your own luck. Let the math bring it to you. In slot, I say, don't force a win, flow into one. Because when you manage luck that way, the game starts working for you, not against you. So in the above session 2, I started with 100. I went as high as, I believe, over $200, like $215. And then I went dry to 130. And so I decided to cash out and move on to the next machine. Now we've come to the third pillar. And honestly, this is the one that makes or break the bank. So if bankroll management is the foundation and luck management is the navigation, the emotional management is you steering the wheel. Because no matter how good your strategy is, no matter how disciplined your bankroll, or how smart your gameplay is, if your emotion takes over, everything collapses. I've seen this happen a lot on poker table. You lose one big hand through a bad beat. You get tilted and suddenly the best player becomes a rookie, chasing losses, forcing bluffs, and ignoring the math. Same goes for slot. You hit a cold streak and you think, hey, this machine owes me. So you double down your bet, you speed tap on the spins, your breathing gets shallow, and before you know it, your bankroll's empty. That's not bad luck, it's emotional tilt. It happens on poker, it happens on slot. So know that you cannot win every session. Even the best poker player, even the best gambler in the world, they're all losers sometimes. But the difference between a gambler and a player is that a gambler reacts, a player responds. Just like you want to be the thermostat, not the thermometer, right? When you manage your emotion, you stop making decisions based on frustration, greed, or fear, and start making them based on logic, patience, and awareness. That's emotional management. Here's something that I remind myself each time I play poker. I'm not here to win every single hand, but I'm here to play the best session. And you can apply this to slot. That mindset changes everything. So stop chasing wins and start chasing good decision. The win, trust me, will come naturally. I once read a pretty nice metaphor would like to share with you guys. They say your emotions are like tides. You cannot control the rise and fall, but you can control whether you build the house on the beach or on the rock. Your discipline, your calm, your awareness, that's the rock. That's what keeps you grounded when everyone else is drowning in tilt and impulse. So remember, don't let the game pull you into its rhythm. You set the rhythm. Don't let the highs make you reckless and the lows make you desperate. Stay centered, stay calm. Because when your emotion is steady, your decision is sharp. And when your decision is sharp, that's when you win more consistently. Well, as you can see from the session above, I cashed out at the other machine at 130. I went to a new machine. I put in the 130 and I was able to run this 130 up to 725. And it's because the fact that I'm not committed to any machine. I will move if the machine does not hit a bonus. So bonus is very important in this game because it will translate to pretty big. So as you can see from the above video, I normally do fast spin instead of letting the reel run slowly. That's because I'm not here just to enjoy the visuals. I'm here to make money, and time is money. Whether you fast spin or slow spin, in my experience only, I feel the outcome is the same. So I'd rather save time and use it to hit more machines, more bonuses, and ultimately make more money. Second, let's talk about the importance of bonuses. As you see, I just hit another bonus in the video above. You probably noticed that I hit quite a bit of bonuses in all these videos. That's one of the reasons why I love Mighty Cash Ultra. From my experience, this game gives more frequent bonuses than most others out there. Not only that, but the line pays are also solid. I normally get 10x to 30x my betting amount, even without hitting the bonus. Another reason why I love this game, Mighty Cash Ultra, is that the grand jackpot is hit quite often. I visit a lot of these Mighty Cash islands, and each of them have their own different grand jackpot amount. And I noticed that these jackpot get hit, the grand jackpot get hit almost on a weekly basis. Now I have one video that I uploaded that I also hit the grand jackpot. It's a very nice short video. If you want, please take a look at it. I'll provide the link below. But it shows that Mighty Cash Ultra is a great tool to use to build a bankroll. Now, I mainly used Mighty Cash Ultra to build my bankroll, and I chose this game because of the strong ROI, return on investment, or in slot term, RTP, return to player. I'll drop a full video soon to show how to build your bankroll using Mighty Cash Ultra, but here's a quick breakdown. Mainly, slot selection is very important. You see, I jump between slots a lot. If the slot does not pay out the bonuses, which is crucial, I will move on to another slot. But if they do hit bonuses, I will stay there and build up my session until I hit 600 plus. And then I cash out, of course. Besides slot selections, another key component is bet sizing and denomination. My favorite setup is $4 bet on a 5 cents denom. It gives me plenty of spins and more chances to hit bonuses. Plus, it keeps my win under hand pay threshold unless I hit the major or the grand. I tend to avoid the $8 bet because while they do hit big, they often trigger hand pays, and honestly, I prefer to skip that hassle because it takes time, paperwork, and then it locks me down for 30 minutes to 40 minutes. So I'd rather just win small and add up than win a big one. I don't chase big wins, if you know what I mean. By the way, if you find any of these tips useful, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification. It really helps me grow this channel, and I appreciate your support a ton. So there are 7 chapters to the Art of Slot that I will be uploading weekly. And then I also will be uploading my daily slot games. And I usually go to the casino around 3 times a week. So if you do catch me at one of those Mighty Cash Ultra slot, drop by and say hi. I would love to chat with you, and you get to see my live game too. So back to the session above, session 2. I was lucky to hit a few bonuses. I ran from 130 up to 771. Then I did a few heat check or some backspin to make sure that there's no more bonuses or no more big wins. Then I cash out, and I cash out at 725, booking a nice $625 session for session 2. Alright, for session 3, my last 100, I chose this slot because the major was over 1,086. It resets at 1,000. The maxi is what I chose. It's 902, so it's a pretty nice maxi. And the last cash out amount was only a few cents. So the last person who played this left after I think they maxed out the cash. So I was lucky. Within my first 4 spins, I hit a bonus. So it's very important to choose the correct slot. For me, there's a few things I look for in a slot, which is the grand, the major, and the maxi, and the last cash out amount. And also, if on the slot there's like a cup of coffee or can of beer or something, it means that, or a ashtray, it means that they've been there playing for a while. And if the last cash out amount is small, it's, to me, from my experience, it tells me that the machine might be due for a payout. Like I say, might be due for a payout. Take it with a grain of salt. That's from my experience. And more often than not, I hit more bonuses that way when I choose my machine. Now, I know that I might get some heat from people who say, hey, they're all the same. It's just progressive. It just looks like that. But true, I do understand that. But for me, as a scientist, as my background, I like more information. So when I see the pot being full or the last cash out amount is small, it at least gives me some glimmer of information better than no information and running into a slot machine blindly. So for me, I extract all this information and I choose the machine according to my experience. And so far, it's been working pretty well for me. As you see from above, I was lucky enough to hit the Mighty Cash Ultra. It's the green coin. And with the Ultra, you get the Flying Phoenix flying back and forth, adding more money to your existing coin right there. So Ultra usually reward pretty nicely, gives you a nice payout. I always pump check this. I normally get 3s, but for this one I got 2. And with this, if you fill the entire screen, you double your winning. So everything is 2x the amount. It'll be a nice big win if I hit one more slot right there. This was a pretty decent win. If I can speed up the money collection to make it faster, I would. But unfortunately, it's collecting coins by coin. So this is actually it's more than 100x the win. So right now I am booking $618 in win, so I can actually cash out right now, but I'm just doing a few more heat checks to make sure that there's no more bonuses, and then I cash out. So overall, I got really lucky today in this 3 session. All 3 book a win, come in with 100, came out with 603. So my final session is in for 300, out for $2,030.